This Saturday there will be not one, but two updates in Grow Garden. American football and the damaged event. And dear friends, let's jump straight into the information. The first event that's coming is the star guest. And, well, 3 question marks. What does that mean? A special guest is helping Jandal deal with administrative abuses this week. Who could it be? Details will be revealed soon. Stay tuned for updates, don't miss out. And here's a picture with a soccer ball. Let's take a closer look at it. So, dear friends, it says celebrity guest here, which translates as star guest of Grovo Garden. And the most interesting part is the Grovo Garden Ball, a collaboration, and an American ball. Why do an American ball? Why am I emphasizing this? Because it's American football. Guys, this is a squash ball. This isn't regular football. It's American football. So there won't be a collaboration with Ronaldo. There won't be a collaboration with Messi. There won't be a collaboration with Mbappe or other famous soccer players because the guys will be doing some kind of collaboration specifically with American football, and maybe one of them will be present in Grovo Garden. Guys, I'm telling you right away, this event might just be amazing. I don't know. Maybe it'll be like some kind of mutation. Like that event we usually launch on Saturdays before updates. Or maybe it will actually be a whole ball that we can somehow interact with, get some additional items from, and maybe even get a celebrity as a pet. For example, we have the chicken zombie, but maybe you could get, say, a guy who's also riding some kind of pet. That would be pretty cool. This guy would actually be a celebrity from American football. So I decided to take a quick look with a keen eye at the most popular American football celebrities. And honestly, I don't know a single one of them. Maybe you don't need to know them either, so I won't go into that. Now let's move on to the second event, which will be the second part of the update. So guys, this is damaged. How is it translated into English? And in English, it's translated as corrupted, guys. I already know this word. I've known it for a long time, damaged, corrupted. I don't know. I've heard it somewhere before. Well, anyway, that's not the point. The event is expanding. It offers a variety of new materials to explore. A distorted conductor has arrived, and tranquility is fading to help restore balance. Discover the corrupted event and play it. Explore brand new seeds, pets, items, features, weather, and much more. Judging by the pictures, a lot of interesting stuff waiting for us. And I even know what to tell you about it. So basically, everything here will be changed, namely the area itself. The character will be buying from, apparently, that will change too. Maybe it'll be the same person who's there now. Or maybe the shop will move to them, a completely new tree, and a totally different infected location, and an entirely different mutation. Guys, this means that under no circumstances will the tranquil mutation disappear from the game. For example, I have all sorts of different fruits here with the tranquil mutation, but at the same time it won't disappear from the game completely. So if you've kept it, you'll still have it. The main thing, of course, is to make sure you get mutations on some of your pets so that they have, well, the tranquil mutation so they can produce for you, so that in the future you won't face a shortage. Why am I saying all this? Because you might have already figured this out. But I'll say it again. A new mutation will appear, which will be corrupted, called the corrupt mutation, and it might even give you more multipliers. In fact, not just might, it actually does. It will give you more multipliers than the tranquil mutation. It's a shame to say goodbye to such a location. It's a cool location, seriously. It feels like I'm somewhere in China right now. It's really cool, such a great atmosphere. But yeah, there will be some kind of corrupted area of land. I don't know what new pets there will be, because we haven't been told anything about that. Jandel took care of it, and of course recently made a new TikTok where he showed a bit about the update. Honestly, I haven't watched it myself yet, but I translated it just for you. So, dear friends, here is that very TikTok. Let's watch it, and then I'll share my thoughts. To summarize the key points and essential details, here is a comprehensive overview of what was articulated and conveyed by the individual. He presented a concise yet impactful statement, encapsulating the core message and critical information that he wished to impart. This brief declaration served as a distillation of his thoughts, findings, or conclusions, offering a direct insight into his perspective on the matter at hand. The essence of his communication, therefore, can be found within these carefully chosen words, providing a clear and unambiguous understanding of his position or the information he intended to share with the audience. This succinct summary effectively captures the fundamental aspects of his discourse, making it readily accessible and understandable to all who are listening or reading. You all have certainly heard it, but allow me to thoroughly break it down for you a little bit and explain precisely what's what. There really isn't much information. The developer Jandel hasn't posted any TikToks for almost a week. How are we supposed to take that when he posted TikToks daily, then sudden nothing? So basically, from what I understand, this celebrity guest, well, celebrity means a famous person will show up for us as an event, like some kind of admin abuse. In other words, it's really going to be a new admin abuse, thanks to which we'll be able to do what? Well, maybe get a new mutation, or maybe spend some time with him in some way. You know what this reminds me of? Guys, as strange as it may sound, but the game Grovo Garden has actually surpassed Fortnite in terms of online players. That happened a while ago. I mean, in terms of records. But what I mean is, in Fortnite, there are all sorts of collaborations with different celebrities, cool stuff and characters and all that. And they even have concerts there. And maybe the same thing will happen in Grow Egg Garden, meaning it will have just as cool an atmosphere. I have no idea how that's actually going to work, but it's just insanely wild. Maybe a celebrity will show up here somehow and hand out some cool gifts. That would be pretty fun. Basically, that's all the official information. However, I have a few cool, let's say, speculations that I want to share with you. Namely, the first speculation is that the developers want to make it so that there's one promo code in every update. Maybe, just maybe, this will actually happen. I would really like to see this happen because just 2 promo codes for the entire existence of the game is not enough. It would be great to get like a real decoration every week at least, like they did before. That would be pretty cool, right? Or coins. But honestly, nobody needs coins. I agree. But like some seeds, exclusive seeds, or maybe getting some seeds from the new update would also be cool. Or getting those packs, that would be absolutely perfect. But guys, let's move on to the concepts that the developers once again decided to make as sort of an initial note, and maybe they'll actually bring them to life. For example, a tree like this could actually be added to the game. That would be pretty cool. The question is, what would its fruit be? All these different things, like those toxic looking icicles or these, I don't know, sticks, are those supposed to be Twix bars or what? Most likely, yeah, that's exactly what the fruit would be. Just look at this one. Even is that a mutant chicken or giant chicken? Is it something else entirely? It's hard to tell. Or maybe it's not even a chickwad. Is it a chick or something? Or does it just have a weird beak? Also, once again, I suggest making an event related to a sea theme. Honestly, I'd like that too, because summer is almost over and we need to make the most of it with cool things like this. Someone is suggesting, so to speak, to create some tags. So there would be some kind of color shifting, and it would depend on how much a certain class contributed to the community. For example, you became a millionaire, or rather a billionaire. It will be a pretty easy task to earn that title. For example, if you have a check mark, then you get this kind of color palette. If you're a fan artist who also posts pictures for them on the official Discord server, then you'll have some special badge as well. If you're like an absolutely hardcore guy who puts in a ton of effort and your works have even been accepted, then you'll get this kind of badge. And also, a person who owns the wiki or somehow contributes information to Wikipedia so as many players as possible can learn about the features of this game. Such a cool little moose, kind of a crocodile or something, but it'd be fun to see it in the game too. You could also come up with some kind of swamp theme, of course, although not everyone would like it because swamps aren't everyone's thing, but more like the sea, the heat, summer. That's what more people tend to like. Honestly, I also prefer the sea over swamps, but who knows? Crocodiles don't just live in swamps. Players are also suggesting various fantasy plans. Or rather, not the developers, but the players. Of course, there's no guarantee all of this will be added, but it's quite possible. Guys, about trades. The devs still haven't added them, and all the deadlines for trades have already passed. Seriously, they promised us this way back, even before when they wanted to add mutations. So, in this update, they promised it here. They really did. In the Zen update, or rather, in the same announcement, they said they'd either add it with mutations or a week after mutations. So, in the Zen update, there are no trades in either case. The question is, when will trades be added? If trades aren't in these updates, then most likely the developers have just let their promises go out the window. And that would be disappointing, of course, but we'll manage somehow. Let's hope we can get by without trades. We'll wait and see. Maybe trades will be added or maybe not. But I think we're doing fine even without trades, though it would be much easier with them. It would be cool if they added a mail system at all. So, there's a mailbox here, and if there were mail, it would be just perfect. Now let's talk about what you need to do to have a good time in the update, level up as quickly as possible, and get the most out of it. First of all, let me say right away that the update comes out at 17 o'clock Moscow time. So, you get the idea, more or less, that this is how it should be. That means you need to be on the game server an hour before the update. What does that mean? Why do you need to be there an hour before the update? If it comes out at 17 o'clock, naturally, it's so you can loot the admin abuse, especially considering that the abuse will involve a celebrity, a very popular person who, well, is famous in American football. I just don't really know them. I mean, I only know Ronaldo and that's it. I don't know anyone else. So guys, there might be a crazy concert there, something absolutely wild. I recommend that all of you guys join the game and also join my Telegram channel because there will be some serious news about the admin abuse there. What kind of admin abuse? What they're adding to the stock and things like that. And another tip right away, you might end up spending, well, I don't know exactly how much, but I recommend you buy 100 carrot seats, 100 seats. Or if you're playing solo, get 100 seats. If you're with friends, you can split it so everyone buys an equal amount. Why do you need this? Let me explain. The update drops and so does the event abuse. Last time we had basically a rocket carrot, or more precisely a carrot rocket. In short, it was a rocket carrot. If you know, you know. It's here. and you had to fill it with different fruits. I was filling it with 700 trillion worth of fruits, and they only gave a couple of points. I immediately realized this wasn't right. If it's a carrot rocket that's needed, then it must be carrots. And yes, that's exactly how it is. One carrot gives you 1 point, and you need to get it up to 100 points, then the rocket will launch and give you a really powerful mutation. So guys, my advice is to stock up on as many carrots as possible, but don't plant them right away, plant them after this abuse event appears. As soon as it shows up, you grab your carrots and start planting them here together with your friends. And the rocket takes off. In other words, you need to collect a total of 100 carrots so you can launch the event and get some really powerful mutations for your fruits. I also recommend that from time to time, well, if you're really busy, at least once every 5 minutes, check in on what's happening in the game, check the stock and so on. Because the stock, especially 10 minutes before the update, restocks really hard. Guys, just a reminder, 10 minutes before the update, there's a chance the developer will make the stock OP. What is OP stock? OP stock means that absolutely everything will be in stock, well, except for some of the weaker items. So what I mean is, for example, last time they added all the prismatics except for this Piora, bean sand except for the pine cone, I think, but I don't remember exactly. These 1, 2, 3 prismatics were definitely given to us in stock. By the way, this wasn't the first time it happened. There were a few more instances when we were given them, specifically when the Zen update had just come out. So, guys, that's basically how it goes. If you don't have time and you miss everything, don't worry, you can check out my video, which will be on the channel when this update is released. And you can just think about it, see what actually happened, what kinds of exploits there were, and so on. Basically, guys, I won't keep you any longer. Thanks for watching. Take part in the giveaway on the channel. Well, thanks again for watching, good luck to everyone, and bye-bye.